Out by the barn where the stories grow, under the sun where the warm winds blow. A sanctuary where the hearts unite. Come join the love in the golden light. Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Whispers of care in the gentle breeze, laughter that dances among the trees. Every life matters, every heart's a flame. Together we gather, no one's the same. Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Skies sing, every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside, in the Barnside Chat where the love won't hide. Paint the darkness, paint the town red. Our hearts are ready. Summer sparkle.
Summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle, summer sparkle.
Hello friends, hello. It's so good to see you. Welcome to Heath's Barnside Chat. My name is Derek and I'm Executive Director and Founder here at the farm. We're at Happily Ever Esther Farm Sanctuary located in Sheffield, Ontario, Canada. How is everybody doing today? It's so good to see you. I am so appreciative of you showing up here every single week for the Barnside Chat. One of the greatest compliments that any sanctuary can receive is when nothing dramatic happens. And so no emergency surgeries this week, thank goodness. No frantic late night vet calls, which was really appreciated. And of course, no heartbreaking updates. Unless we're going to talk about the fundraiser, but we'll get to that shortly. It's just another week where everybody got to wake up and eat breakfast and argue over snacks and nap in the sunshine. It was a beautiful week and they just simply got to be. And that's exactly the kind of week that we've had here. And honestly, those are my favorite weeks. But like I mentioned before, there's also something that I've been thinking a lot about. The fundraising, but the quiet week that we also had is, because the fences held up and the equipment worked and medicine arrived and supplies were delivered and the tractor started. Amen. The staff showed up, the volunteers showed up, and now the bills have to be paid. And that is some of the hardest work of all of this. The quiet weeks, those are awesome. We built, the quiet weeks are built on literally a million things that nobody really notices. And that's exactly what today's Barnside Chat is all about. We'll give you updates of the Summer Sparkle. We'll reveal where we stand after another week of fundraising. Deep breath. But today we'll also reveal the Mega Mystery Monday match, or whatever those words were. The Mega Mystery Monday match. We'll also reintroduce you to the board. They were here this week, and they are the ones that are carrying Esther's mission forward behind the scenes quietly every single day. We'll catch up on the resident updates, facilities updates, and then, of course, if there's time, we'll take some questions from the Magic Rainbow Bag. And again, thank you for being here. Let's jump into today's program. We're going to do the Summer Sparkle update, resident updates, facilities updates, Magic Rainbow Bag. Here it is. Here's where we reported last week with the fundraiser. We were at $8,377, and drum roll, and we are at $16,114. $16,114. That's, every single dollar we are so appreciative of, but wowzers, are we a long ways away from the end, raising $125,000, and I am stressed out about it. The projects that we've committed to are essential to maintaining the sanctuary. It's so many things that people don't often think about, but the Summer Sparkle campaign, these expenses aren't going away, and we have to figure out how to get that little indicator there at the bottom of the screen all the way over to the other end of the screen. We have to get this. We have to fundraise all the way to the end. There's no other way around it. And it's a perfect day to double down. So last week it was at 8,000, we're at 16,000, so that's doubled. Well, today we have an amazing opportunity where we can almost double up where we are right now. So we're at about $16,000, and we have the ability to move it to about $30,000, which is an incredible jump. And hear me out, this is the match mystery, the Mega Mystery Match. And that's because today it's Double Match Monday, and we're double matching all donations up to $5,000. So what that means is that by the end of the day, we could add $15,000 to it. So your $25 today becomes $75. Your $50 becomes $150. Wowzers. And if you give $100, that becomes $300. So we have an outstanding opportunity to take a real leap forward here on this fundraiser and add some sparkle to it. And you can go to the website to donate. And this is what we're upkeeping here, is the sanctuary property. And there's no, it's an endless list of things to upkeep the property for the residents. And some of the projects that we're hoping to accomplish this season are painting the barns. And these barns haven't been some of the barns haven't been painted at all ever before. And then it's clear that the gray barns, that they were painted about 30 years ago, and the paint is all chalky and coming off, and there's rust marks starting to appear all over the place. So we have to maintain it. There's no way around it. And although we focused the premise of the fundraiser around paint the town red, because this is going to be the biggest change in Heath's history. The biggest changes on the new property here would be painting, and it's going to be one of the most noticeable things. But it's not $125,000 to paint all of the barns. It's a small portion of the fundraiser is going to paint the barns. But some of the other things that we're doing is there's 15 big double Dutch doors that need to be built for the arena and for the stall barn so that the residents can come and go safely. I have two $6,000 bills that have come in for the repair of the tractor and for the quad. That's $6,000 a piece. The quad was a little bit cheaper when with repairs, but you know those expenses they're here in our laps, and we have to pay those. And booking the painters so that they've got the time to do what they need to do. Booking the fence installations so that we've got the seniors. Our seniors are on a really tiny space right now. And that's the way that it has been since we've got here. And the plan has always been to expand their space. The seniors are in a temporary setup with temporary panels. And there's Mercy. You can see her. But this fencing, they can't, they can't scratch on this fence, and they can't rely on it to support them like the seniors should have fencing that supports them. So it's to support fencing improvements and to build out that senior area. And it's not just for the pigs, the goats, and the sheep. Those seniors, they get a chance to graze that area as well. So it's a very big fencing project that goes well beyond painting. And then there's, the 24-hour sanctuary monitoring. I mean, that includes several things, including our internet bill, which is, our internet bill is encroaching on $600 a month. I mean, it doesn't take an accountant to see just how expensive it is to operate and maintain the sanctuary, but every single dollar has been scrutinized about how it's going to be spent and about how it's going to make the residents' lives better. And that's what Summer Sparkle is all about. So we will celebrate right now at $16,114. And today I have a really great feeling about today's Match Monday, and that we are going to be able to add the full $15,000 to it and double up and put us at $30,000. And, fundraising is tough. I'm not gonna lie. You hear a lot from us during these fundraisers, and it takes a lot of bandwidth to operate the sanctuary and raise the amount of money that it needs. But if we're gonna talk about Summer Sparkle for a hot minute here, and be completely honest with you, I mean, the campaign, it is behind, and it's not behind just by a little bit. It's a lot behind, and that scares the hell out of me. And I wish I could tell you that I already checked off a few of the projects on the list, but we haven't. That funding hasn't come through. No projects have been funded. Not one. The tractor bill still needs to be repaired. The fencing for our seniors still needs to be paid. The maintenance projects that keep this place running every single day, they're still exactly where they were when we launched this campaign. And that's unfunded. And, here's what's funny about sanctuary work. The things that matter the most are rarely the exciting things. Nobody gets excited about replacing a hydraulic hose on a tractor, or, I wish they got excited about gravel. Nobody's gonna hang a picture of the perfect fencing that's installed for the seniors. But without any of those things, the sanctuary stops working. And the quiet work that we've got to celebrate this week only happened because of all of those unglamorous little things got done. And I guess that's why today matters so much. We have the opportunity to unlock $15,000 for Summer Sparkle and add that to the total, and that will be so helpful right about now, because like I said, we are really far behind. And Yeah, and I mean, I don't think we've ever had quite as large of a double match as we've had. I mean, this opportunity from this private donor is amazing, and we're forever grateful for every single dollar that you donate. You know, no dollar amount is too small. But I guess if you've been waiting to, you know, if you've been waiting and watching these updates, and you know you've been thinking about donating but you haven't donated now, you know, maybe you're thinking I'll donate next week, but I'm asking you to make today that day. Not, you know, I hate having to ask over and over again, and it's you know, but it's needed in order to carry Esther's mission on. It needs proper fundraising. You know, I'd much rather be spending my day, of course, with the residents and telling and writing about happy stories, and you know, but it's also my job to worry about tomorrow, and that's what I am frantically doing right now, is worrying about tomorrow. So, you know, and that's to make sure that everything gets paid, that the tractor still starts, the grass gets cut, and that the seniors have a brilliant place to graze and that it's safe. So, you know, if we've ever made your day or your life, you know, a little bit brighter, today is one of those days that, you know, you could make ours a little bit brighter, and you can make a big difference. So let's do this, friends. Let's, you know, this community, I know this community, and I know what is possible. We've done it before. We've moved mountains for farmed animals. So today is the day. Let's do this. It's Triple Match Monday, Double Match Monday. Oops. So head on over to the website right now. Please don't delay. Okay. I have the camera angle is at a different angle today, and that's because I'm looking at a big, beautiful paintbrush tree here to my left. And for those of you that participated in Thursday's A Brush Above the Rest, we spent yesterday and today getting this beautiful display all ready. But here, I'm ready to show it to you. And here it is, here it comes. And there it is. Look at that. Look at that. Let me come in a little closer here. I like the tree topper with the baseball cap, painter's cap. But look at all of the paintbrushes hanging from it. Leslie and Jessica and Laura and Rose and Kathy and Finn and Lambert and Christine and Bear and Esther and Sally and Leslie and Tammy and Sarah. Oh, and Brindle. I mean, here is our community of painters and Red Barn dreamers. Check out that tree, and I want to thank everybody very much for donating to the most beautiful paintbrush tree that there ever was. And look, there's a Ricky sleeping under the tree. Of course, he's so tuckered out. But I think that looks amazing, and this is, you know, this is a great representation here of, you know, the community that we have come to know that supports us. And I love physical representations like this. Behind it, you can see all of the handprints that are helping us with these projects. So yeah, thank you very much for participating in this installation, A Brush Above the Breast, A Brush Above the Rest. And that is really what every single one of these names, you are all a brush above the rest. So thank you for participating in that. There's lots of ways that you can participate in the fundraiser. Head on over to happilyeverester.ca. You can become a paint pal. You can become a member of the Sparkle Squad, the Red Barn Dreamers. You can help us out with the fencing projects, becoming a barnyard guardian, or help us with Esther's Heritage Crew, becoming a member of them. Every single dollar, no dollar amount is too small. And we thank you very, very much. We are asking for a lot, and it's because it's for our family. This family that you've come to know and love. We really need you right now. No dollar amount is too small. Head on over, and your donation, it will be double matched today. Okay, carrying on here. This weekend, the board of directors was here. They assembled. We have Kathy Fisher on the far right. We have Lynn Vanderbach in the middle, and we have Kelly Heckman on the far left. So this amazing group of volunteers got together to come and meet Lambert and be boots on the ground, and we had some meetings all about governance and the audit and, of course, fundraising. And these three individuals deserve a round of applause, a standing ovation every single day for their commitment to the organization. All right, let's jump into some resident updates. There's a few resident updates, not very many this week. I just told you it was a quiet week. I love seeing Ray and Phoenix sleeping closely together like this. Ray is just really, he just keeps trying and trying and trying, and I just love him so much. If you're familiar with the farm and their relationship, you know that Malcolm and him it's mainly Malcolm doesn't like Ray that much, and Ray can't take the signals. He doesn't take the social cues, but it's beautiful to see him trying to cuddle up here next to Phoenix. And it happens a lot, but if we could all just have a little bit of that Ray love in us, he's got a lot of tolerance for sure. If we could all just have a teaspoon of tolerance that Ray has. I don't know. Oh, this is Abigail and Fiona. That's Jolene. That's Abigail and Jolene. The image is so small on my screen. But we think that Jolene is Abigail's mother. We're not for sure 100% certain, but we think that that's the way that that family lineage cracks out. Anyways, the picture of Abigail has some cracks on her hooves that they continue to monitor. We brought it up last week, but she's doing well. They continue to sand those out. Our friend Lambert here. Here's a video. You can see what we're up against with Lambert. This is what happens with Lambert. He sometimes gets stuck laterally, meaning he can't get up. And this is one of, this is one of the challenges that we have to work through with Lambert, because he has to be able to get up on his own in order to have his own flock. So I just gave him a little push here, and up he goes. So he continues to have daily care done to his hooves, and the vet was here last week and recommended that we start wrapping both of Lambert's front feet. So we'll do that every day. Every day that Lambert needs that, we'll provide that care for him. Lambert's not trash. Lambert was thrown out like a piece of trash and found on a dead pile, but that's not here. We're going to give Lambert the absolute happy, the best happily ever Esther ending and life that he could ever have. And we're working every single day. The caretakers are working tirelessly through physiotherapy to make sure that Lambert is going to have a very beautiful life. All because of you guys. Here's somebody's ears that we've been photographing nonstop. Eleanor's ears are still floppy and beautiful. Eleanor's over 200 pounds now, if you can believe that. I told you not a lot of resident updates. That's it. It was a quiet week. Facilities updates, here they come. The silo is full and operating now with pig feed which is the good news. But the bad news is that pig feed is now 30% more expensive.
I'm gonna recommend you
That's not because we moved to the silo. That's just all of a sudden, pig feed, one invoice over the next
so a wagon
is worth
probably.
30% more. And that is frightening for me to have an increase like that overnight where feed is now 30% more expensive. And yeah, I don't know how we're going to keep up with these challenges, but if we just have to keep trucking along. But we're happy that the silo is working nevertheless. And we've got some gardens and mulch that have gone in, which are beautiful. The trees that got planted are doing beautifully this year. They've all bloomed out with their leaves, which is brilliant. We planted a lot of trees last year. Okay, I think those are the facilities updates. It's been a tough week, friends. Our eyes are on the spreadsheets. We're watching this fundraiser carefully. It's Match Monday. It's our mega match, and today we're hoping to add $15,000 to the total, the running total. And please, friends, don't delay. It's double Match Monday. That doesn't happen that often, and today you can triple your gift. I'm so appreciative for every single dollar. And if you're not in a position to donate, you can share the post. Even commenting on the post would help us an awful lot. Okay, well that's our show for today, and as always, thank you for spending this part of your day with us. Our job now is to make sure the residents get the happily ever after life they deserve and that we promised for them. And that's what Summer Sparkle is about. It's about keeping this place safe, functional, and ready for whatever tomorrow brings. Some years the fundraising has come a little easier than others, but this year it hasn't. And I'm not going to pretend that that doesn't worry me, because it does. But I also know this community, and I've watched you show up for Esther, for Len, for April, for Eleanor, for Lambert, and you've reminded us that kindness is still out there. Thanks for believing in the world Esther helped show us, where kindness reaches farmed animals too. We'll see you tonight at 6:30, everybody. Bye for now.
Love lives here where the open skies sing. Every soul finds a place to cling. Join us today, feel the warmth inside in the Barnside Chat, where the love won't hide. Paint the darkness, paint the town red. Our hearts are ready. Summer sparkle.
Summer sparkle, summer sparkle.